subjective measures rather than the study of objective shit. I argue this is one of the greatest marketing case studies of all time. For those of you who don't know, the London Overground always existed. It was a series of railway lines branded with the British Rail logo, which was called Silverlink Metro. Now, a very peculiar facet of Londoners is they think if you see the British Rail logo, unless you live in southeast London, anybody who sees a rail logo goes, that's nothing to do with me, that's what you do if you want to go out of London, okay? And everybody who sees the London Transport logo goes, that's me, that's what I need to use, right? Now, the London Overground always existed. It was called Silverlink Metro. It was branded like a railway line. Genuinely, most Londoners had no idea that it existed. I had friends who lived about 100 yards from Clapham High Street. I said, where do the trains go from that station? And one of them said, I don't know. And the other one said, what station? Right? And that was purely the psychological way in which Londoners' brains work, which is they basically go trains leaving London, tube roundel, that's for getting around London. Okay? So now, in fairness, they did, when Transport for London took it over, they did spend about 200 million improving the rolling stock. They improved lighting, disabled access at stations, and I think they built a few miles of extra track to connect two bits together. Then they did the genius bit. They pretended it was a tube line. Okay? They branded it like a tube line, they called it the Overground, and they put it on the tube map. On the first day, usage went up, I think, by about a factor of 3. It now carries as many people as the Elizabeth line does. The Elizabeth line cost £20 billion. This cost 200 million and some pixels and some ink, okay? What they didn't do was change fundamentally what the line did. What they did is they fundamentally changed the way it was perceived. To use Byron Sharp language, they basically made it mentally available. That's all. And that's £20 billion worth of value, I would argue, created with psychology.